Hi there, Capricorn. I'm here with your weekly reading. Hope you've had a great week and weekend. I have the Everyday Witch Oracle. Oh, we've got ground and centre. So you may be feeling quite good and peaceful at this time, feeling like the heavens and the earth are merging with you, and calm. Look at this gorgeous cat by his side, and he is quite relaxed and calm. Now, if you don't feel like this, you may need to ground yourself and just think about your heart center right now. And if you do have pets, a good way to become calm is to spend time with your pets. Snuggling with your pets. It's winter here in Australia, so it's quite cold, and they're quite happy to come and snuggle with us. And incidentally, it's funny that you got this card, because on the bottom of the deck we have hibernation and regeneration, and here is a girl with her kitty snuggled with the crystals. Actually, green crystals would be, like some fluorite crystals would be good to help heal you, but now's the time to snuggle up and just enjoy this winter. If you're here in Australia, just be inside and just have a day, where you're just, have much to do. You can just snuggle with the pet and be contented and calm. And that's what they're saying, that if you don't feel like this, it's time to ground yourself and center yourself. Maybe you would like to listen to there are a lot of 5-minute meditations on YouTube that are really good, and they're guided meditation, and you put it on 5 minutes and you would be surprised at how effective it is, because a lot of people are so scared of meditation and they just think, I don't have time, I don't want to sit there thinking about nothing because I'm going to think about everything. And if you are like that, you listen to a guided one. You don't have to do anything but listen to the person's voice, and it's often very calming, and it will help you sleep and it'll help you settle down, because this is what you need. I think maybe you've been a bit too erratic and running around lately and thinking about everything and trying to get everything done, and, just a bit rattled with it all. And it does get to you, and sometimes you just need a time out, and you have to check in with yourself and drop into your heart and think and ask yourself, how do I feel right now? Right now, do you feel good? Are you having a good day? This is living in the now. The now is all we have. And if we spend all the time now preparing for some future, we may even just miss that future because we're so busy preparing for it. We've got to stop and slow down and enjoy today, because today is all we have. When that future comes, it's going to be today. And the past is gone. The past was that day that you think, well, I did prepare, that's good. Yes, it is good. But don't let that day of today go past without acknowledging it's today. Do I feel good today? How is today? So remember that blue sky and the gorgeous earth, because we live on this beautiful planet, but you get people or friends or whatever you're walking with, and they're looking at the ground and the concrete, and you say to them, look at that, did you see that tree? And they're like, no, I didn't see it. You've got to notice these things. You've got to see these things, because when you do, it gives you a sense of calmness. The trees bring us calmness. The nature brings us calmness, and it centers us. So you may need that. We have, wow, okay. We have deception. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. So you may have someone around you who is not telling you the full truth. They may not be lying to you. This is a love card, by the way. This isn't actually a love reading, but the thing is, you may be missing something that somebody is saying. Often people are so good with words that we get jumbled up with the conversation and we don't realise what they're saying. I hope you can understand this. It's hard to explain, but we've got people who say things and not tell the whole truth. And we think things are okay, but they're missing, they're leaving out the important things. So you've got to be, as I said earlier, you've got to listen and watch. And if you're centered and not distracted, like a lot of us always are, you'll hear that message between the lines. Reading between the lines just came into my head, just popped into my head. Okay. Oh, observer. Sorry, the dogs are barking outside. 49, observer. We've got the fox. Yeah, the fox with his telescope looking at the moon. The moon is your deep feelings as well. He's on an egg, looks like. With this card actually, if I remember right, it's funny I said before with the jumbled conversation, because the observer card in this deck talks of that. It's funny that it's come out. I don't look at these. I just pick them and put them down. I like to be surprised and link them. And they're linking beautifully for you today. The moon is looking at the last quarter of the moon. With the observer, it talks about, as I just said, it talks about reading between the lines. And this is not to be paranoid either, like thinking, oh, this person's out to get me or whatever it is. Don't be paranoid either. But yes, the other thing, sorry about that interruption, this card is that seeing things from a higher point of view, a different perspective, and putting a distance between you and things that you're doing so that you can see a different, as I said, a different perspective. Because when we get too close to our projects sometimes and we spend too much time on them, we lose a bit of that perspective. It's like when you're with an artist, they are doing their painting and they put their painting over there and look at it from a distance, and often when they look at it from quite a distance, they can see where they may have made little mistakes or something like that. Things like that, they step away from the work. They often, when we're doing paintings, they don't do it all in one sitting. They step away from the work for a little while and give it a break, and then they come back to it a day later or even a week later sometimes. For artists, painting. And this is what I feel this week, this is what you need to do, is to step back and observe people, step back and observe projects that you've been too close to, and just be calm, center yourself, and have that, like on the bottom of the deck there, have that little rest from things. This isn't just a rest for your body, this is a rest for your mind away from everything that's been going on with you. And 49, I'm going to read to you. Did I read you 49? Hang on a second. I don't think I did. No. The angels ask you to get to work on your divine mission without delay. Now is the time to finish any incomplete projects. Clear the space in your calendar to work on your true priorities. Okay, so now this may sound like a contradiction, but maybe there is some important work that you have put aside and you've been doing things that aren't important and gotten too caught up in them. This is another message. You've gotten too caught up in the things that weren't important, and maybe you need to take a step back and look and see what it is that is really important to you. Like it says, your life mission, the things that are really important to you, and do them for a little while. Think about projects that you've put aside. Because as I said, when you put something aside and then you come back to it, then you have a fresh perspective. So that's in a roundabout way saying that maybe you have already stepped away and there is something that's you should be going back to. So you have to think about that. And then we've got the devil. Wow. So a couple of cards in here that may feel negative. The devil may feel negative, the puppet on a string, but a lot of the times the devil is, they say that hell and the devil is just human minds, made in human minds. Hell is what you make it type thing. And this could be addictive behaviours as well, the devil, but it also can be being sexy. Funny contradiction. There's a couple of contradictions here. But it can be that, and not being, the devil also can be not being a slave to that negative mindset that you may have now and again. Don't let those negative thoughts get you. I mean, depression and negative thoughts are a real problem for a lot of people, but there is a way out, and you've got to think of a way out. And you may not even have depression, but I mean, we all have negative thoughts, and the challenge is to not let them be like that devil, putting us being a puppet on a string to the negative thoughts, because they're only thoughts, so, and you've got to watch those. If you're getting really caught up in things, him with this hair, it's really weird. I'm getting the message of getting caught up in too many things is maybe a problem for you. So that's what I'm feeling. I think that, you've got to think to yourself, right, wipe the slate clean. And as one of the great speakers, Abraham Hicks, says, if you feel really out of alignment and you find things getting to you, go to sleep. Because then you go back into alignment when you go to sleep. Your mind just goes back into alignment. And try not to think about negative things before you go to sleep, because you take it into there. Think of some good things that you love. Think about your cat that you love, your dog that you love, your kids that you love, and then go to sleep. And then when you wake up, you will have a fresh perspective. So I hope that helps, Capricorn. Those are your messages. Don't worry too much. When the devil and these sort of cards show up, it's usually just reminding you, and you've probably already woken up to it. So they're just saying that this is the possibility for you. So I hope you like those messages. If you did, please like and subscribe, and have a great week. Bye.